Gunfreak Nation, it's the President, TElectrik, and I just want to let y'all know, Gunfreak Nation, that I am super proud of you because you get your funky town sender tools and you're not to be fucked with, alright? For those of you that don't own a funky town sender tool yet, what you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I want you to have more value for your life and for your loved one's life, because we live in an evil world. It's a lot of righteousness out here in the world too, but you can't turn a blind side to the evil that's out in the world that's harming people, man. I just want to let y'all know, for Gunfreak Nation, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but there's a lot of people starting to tune in that don't own firearms, and listen, I'm gonna give y'all some reasons why you should own a firearm. If you that person that's sitting on the fence and you either here or you either there, and you really don't care for them or you don't like them for whatever reason, I'm gonna give y'all some reasons. Okay? It's people out there. Well, I don't even like to call them people. It's savages out there that do not have a problem doing a home invasion on your home. They don't have a problem coming up in your house, breaking in your house, and doing some serious harm to you and your family, to you and your loved ones. Okay? So, for that reason alone, you should have a firearm to protect your life and your family's life. Because if it happened to you, and never say that it can't happen, because a lot of people thought that and they're no longer here. So what I'm saying, instead of you grabbing your phone and dialing 911 and betting your life and putting your life on hoping that the police arrive in time, you need to arm up yourself and be ready to send those stinking ass savages to Funky Town. It's just as simple as that. You don't never want to put that type of responsibility. Let me pose this question to you. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You laying in bed watching TV, or you get awoken out of your sleep. They wake you up out of your sleep because you hear the sound of your door being kicked in. You hear the sound of your window being smashed in. And you hear them savages in your house ransacking it. And it's only a matter of time before they make it to where you are located. You're probably going to try to hide. Where you going to hide? In your closet? That's probably the first thing they're going to look. Are you going to hide underneath your bed? Well, they're checking underneath the bed too. Because guess what? Guess what? They know that you are there. They already know that you're there. They're looking for a violent confrontation. But you're going to give them what they want because you don't have a gun. They got guns. So you're going to be easy pickings. So my question to you, naturally, you're going to grab your phone. You're going to dial 911. You're going to be whispering, 911, it's savages. You know, we got people. burglar in my house, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. When what you need to be doing is having your firearm nearby and be ready. If they're attacking your family, then you want to confront them to stop that attack. Or if you live by yourself, wait till they come, call 911. But be ready for them. Get that gun ready for when they approach you or make it into your area, where you at, to your room, or wherever you hiding at. Send them the funky time. Because you got to have that mentality. It's either you or them. And you don't want it to be you. You don't want to be that person that get took out, okay, because you didn't have a firearm. These savages, they coming in, they raping, they killing, and then they steal. It used to be that they coming in just to steal and get the hell up out of there. But we dealing with a whole new breed of savagery right here. They getting off on the fact that, I call it the God complex. They want to come in to have control over you. They get to dictate whether you live or whether you die. If you don't comply and do everything they tell you to do, you're going to die. And more than likely, they're going to kill you anyway. That's just like, I'm in Detroit. When they rob you out there on the streets, even after you give them everything that they ask for, they still shoot you. Like the young lady that went to the liquor store to get pop and juice, and that savage robbed her, carjacked her, and he still shot her, and she died in the hospital that she worked at. They just found the bodies of 3 missing rappers. Okay? They came, I believe it was all a setup. They had a club, had booked them to come to that club to perform, but it was canceled. Rumor has it that booking that at the club, it was a setup to lure them out. They was at the one of the it was 3 friends. 2 of them was rappers, but they was at the one of them, and because the other 2 was with him, they killed them till they found their bodies in the basement of an abandoned apartment in Highland Park, Michigan. They had been missing since January 21st. And they finally found their bodies. These fucking savages, man, they don't have no soul. They don't have no respect. They don't have no decency. They will rape your wife in front of you and laugh. Okay? They will rape her. They will molest your kids in front of you while you tied up and beat down. So my question to you, I'm trying to get to you to let you know it can happen. It's been many people that woke up that morning and did not know that they would have their life taken away. So you never want to take your life for granted, especially with all these savages running amok and just running wild out here. A lot of people wake up and then know that would be their last day on this earth. I can't help but to bring up Shannon Christian and Chris Newsom. The mistake they made was kissing in front of her apartment building. And they didn't pay the attention to their surroundings. They didn't see the 4 savages walking up on them with guns. They wasn't paying attention. And they were kidnapped, carjacked and kidnapped and took back to the savages' crack house. and just brutalized. Brutalized, brutalized, brutalized. She was raped repeatedly, gang raped repeatedly, and sexually tortured. When she woke up that morning, she didn't know that her life would end hogtied inside of multiple garbage bags in a trash can. She died because she couldn't breathe. She suffocated. They suffocated her to death after they spent 48 hours raping her and torturing her, sticking table legs inside of her, sodomizing her with table legs, sodomizing her mouth, getting bleach poured down her throat, down her vaginal areas, down her anals. So you cannot tell me that evil savages don't exist. Okay? In the case of that teacher, she was a beautiful woman. Beautiful teacher. Everybody loved her. The only mistake she ever made was being in her own apartment, and you got some no good fucking savage gangbangers got her apartment mixed up with the fucking drug dealer's apartment. They thought they were breaking in a drug dealer's apartment because his girlfriend was bragging to everybody that he kept $15,000 in cash hid in his deep freezer. So these gangbanger savages say, fuck it, we're going to break in his house and rob him and kill him and take his money. But the fucking idiots got the wrong apartment. They broke in the wrong fucking apartment. They broke in the teacher's apartment. And they dragged that woman out of her bed and brutally beat her, merciless. Broke her jaw in 2 different places. Shot her in the shoulder, stabbed her, sliced her face, beat her, stomped her. Where the money at? She don't know what they're talking about. She's innocent. And then when the savages realized that they had the wrong apartment, they executed her by putting a gun to her head. Now that poor lady, when she woke up that morning, she didn't know that she was going to die and die a brutal death. So you just never say it can't happen to me. I don't give a damn. Ain't no such thing as a good neighborhood anymore. There's no such thing as a good neighborhood. Sure, some that may be more prevalent to more violence than others, but these savages are all over the place, even in fucking uniforms now. Look what they did to Tyree Nichols. Those were so-called cops. I want y'all, Gunfreak Nation, I want y'all to stay armed. I want y'all to stay righteous. I want y'all to stay responsible. And if you are sitting on the fence, should I get a gun? Should I not get a gun? I'm telling you, that gun, if you purchase that firearm, that Funky Town Center tool, if you purchase that, it can save your life. Is your life worth anything? Because I think that your life is valuable. I think that if you got children, their lives are valuable. If you got a wife, girlfriend, her life is valuable. It's worth fighting for. You understand? It's worth it. It's worth defending. Don't let those savage bastards take your precious life. Because once you lose your life, ain't no coming back. So it's precious, man. Live your life Do what make you happy and live your life. Be righteous. Live your life. But be wary of these savages because they don't care. Their job is to cause all kind of pain, horror, torture, misery because they're miserable. They might be hopped up on drugs or whatever reason. They're fucking demons. And you cannot negotiate with a demon. You cannot negotiate with a fucking savage. It makes me think about the mother and the daughter, and those fucking savages did a home invasion on them, and they stripped them naked. We talking about a mother and a daughter. And you know what those evil bastards did? Forced them to have sex with each other while they cheerleaded it and videotaped it with their cell phones. And then you know what the fucking bastards did? Took turns raping them back and forth, going from the mother to the daughter, raping the daughter and then going to the mother after they forced them to have oral sex with each other. That's fucking disgusting, and these fucking savages got their rocks off because of that. These the type of fucking savages that we're dealing with. And I tell you now, arm up. Because the only way they're going to be stopped is with a good person with a gun. Not no 911. Guns are important, people. What if somebody pulls a home invasion on you now and you call 911 and the police show up but they don't have no guns? You're going to be like, what the fuck? What the fuck y'all come here and y'all don't have guns? These savages got guns. So you have to look at it like, well, hell, I don't have a gun. So I need to have a gun to be able to defend my life, to defend my family, to defend my home. Think about that. You don't have a gun, but you call 911 hoping and praying that the police get there. And when they do get there, they don't have any guns. You're going to be like, what's the point? Somebody make it make sense. So that's why it don't make sense for you not to be armed. Okay? Man, I'm going to tell y'all. If I have multiple firearms. But all you need is one, really. I prefer you have two. A handgun and a long gun. But listen. All it takes is one. You should have one. You know? And if you're nervous, scared of it, get to the range and utilize that gun. Because the more you utilize it, the more proficient you will be. Okay? Don't get it just to have one to say you got one. Train with that gun. And if you that iffy about it and nervous, it is classes you can take, firearm safety classes that you can take. I'm pretty sure that you can YouTube the safety, gun safety on, you can YouTube that. Ain't nothing you can find any and everything you want to find on Google. So I'm telling you, I'm pleading with you. You are somebody. Your life, I don't care what color you are, what race you are, what sex you are somebody. Your life does matter. Your life is valuable. I don't give a damn where you at in your life. I don't give a damn whether you got a felony or you don't have a felony, or whether you're rich or whether you're poor. It doesn't matter. Your life is still just as valuable because you are somebody. So don't be an easy target, because these savages, they don't give a damn. They're evil. They want to take your life. Remember that. They want to take your life. I love y'all, Gun Freak Nation. I appreciate you. I love you. Y'all mean the world to me. And y'all continue to stay armed, stay righteous, stay humble, and stay responsible with your firearms. And always, at all times, stay on alert and be ready to send a motherfucking savage to Funky Town. I love y'all, Gunfreak Nation. Salute.